Hello and welcome back to the channel, and thank you for joining me. So today is episode 6, and we were planning a campaign on Heidelburg, but you find me here on a mountainside with smoke rising in the distance. Indeed, I have somewhat prepared for this fight. I have purchased a new set of armour, and I have bought some men from the villages. Indeed, some fine recruits, and some more training might need to be done, but these final points seem to have come to naught. Well, why, you might ask? Let me bring up the map. Here we are, overlooking Heidelburg from the mountains that surround it. As I look down into the valley here, lo and behold, there might be a small problem with me attacking Heidelburg, or at least taking it from its, at least temporarily, current owners. It's under siege, you see. I'm sure you do. And not by quite a paltry force, by quite a significant force it seems to be under siege. And it doesn't seem like there are forces around that can hold the castle from this force. It is a shame that the king didn't take Owen's offer of mercenary assistance early on, but he didn't. And so now Owen has a ringside seat, as it seems, to watch his demise. Of course, this is to Owen's disadvantage as well, because the campaign on Heidelburg, well, whilst it might be easy to take the city soon after its besieging and subsequent battle for control, who will be in charge of the city? That is a completely other matter. And who will be engaging in warfare? That is also a completely different matter. It is unknown at this stage. Indeed. Owen's going to have to think about another plan. But for the time being, he might hang about and see what's going on. Hello, Thor. Bloody hell, made your presence known, eh? And so as Owen stands here, overlooking the fight for Heidelburg, he thinks in the freezing rain maybe, yeah. He thinks back to the preparations he was able to make. Indeed, he may have forgotten to mention that he has met a new companion bodyguard who definitely has a, shall we say, dislike for the nobility. And as well, there was some fine looting to be had. So while Owen watches the fight and thinks, let's have a look back at some of the things that happened when he was preparing for the now cancelled campaign. Well, Schnauk. Looks like you want to have a bit of a fight, do you, sir? Well, it would be my pleasure to engage you in this fun activity. Well, you know, boys, have a nice run. Hey, having a nice run, are we? Hey, you were going to do this morning when you woke up, did you? Hey? Oh, I didn't think you did. I think you were going to rob some goods caravans or something like that. But no, here I am, causing you a mighty headache. Well, I think I will loot the bodies for 1,720 gold. That sounds very good. Thank you very much. Oh, Snow, you managed to escape, did you? Well, I think we'll have to sort that out, won't we? Right. Oh, well, thank you, Snow, for the extra 720 gold. Oh, and that bit. Yoink. And then there was, of course, a visit to the Blacksmith soon after that fine looting. Yoink. Ah, hello. There's a good short sword here. A good short sword indeed. Now, am I looking for anything in particular? That is a good question, sir. You have this simple plate armour, you have this nice sword, and this quiver of probably too few bolts. Jeez, what do I want here? I can afford it. But do I need it? The simple plate armour will allow me to persist longer in battle. However, I think the sword is a must, as are bolts for the crossbow. Ooh, jeez. That's a tough decision. Give me a moment to think about it. That's a lot of money. With that, he could fit out an army. Just for a suit of armour. Alright, so I think Owen will buy the armour. It's probably a good idea if he is able to lead his men for slightly longer than he would otherwise be. It's a lot of money. Oh, that was painful. Okay, moving forward. And of course, last but certainly not least, there is Julia, the new fine companion bodyguard extraordinaire. Hello. It does appear the pub has brought someone interesting. G'day, sweetheart. How are you? You look like you're dressed for a warm climate. Good with a bow, eh?
What do you want to talk about?
Excuse me.
Speak, but be quick about it.
Greetings, my lady. I can only assume that the rather succulent boar roasting in the tavern is your handiwork.
The huntress is fed by her bow.
Well, love, you must have had a great teacher.
None of your business. Now leave me alone and go find another prey to put in your bed tonight.
You aren't very talkative, are you? All right then. I'll stay until you start to speak.
Seriously? Are you going to keep staring me all night long with your bovine gaze? What do you care about my life?
Better have a bovine gaze than a fat cow ass, eh, love? That seems a little rude to me. Maybe.
Oh, well. My father, he was an amazing hunter. He taught me everything. How to craft my own bow, how to use it to track, hunt, which herbs was safe, everything. Happy now? Then leave me alone.
Well, love, you speak these words as if he's no longer among us.
He was taken from me when I was 13. My mother, she married again. A rich merchant. He was not like my father. When I was 15 winters, he tried to make me do things. I stabbed him again and again and again and ran away, leaving him squealing like the fucking pig he was.
Well, my dear, I hope the bastard died from the rot.
After months alone in the forest, I found a group of children. Seeing there were no threat, I approached and discovered they were the only survivors of a village raid. Couldn't have been older than 10 winters. I taught them how to survive, everything my father taught me. I felt like we were a family. We worked together as a band of sorts, robbing wealthy merchants and local minor authorities. We took what was needed for us to survive, and everything else we were sharing with those that needed it most.
I must say, my dear, that is a very noble way of being a bandit.
Perhaps you are right. We became such a thorn in the side of the Lord, he dispatched his men-at-arms to our forest. I returned from a hunt to find these kids all murdered. Girls were defiled, their corpses on pikes. Boys severed clean in half, their upper bodies swinging from the trees with a noose around their necks.
Aye, the world is cruel, girl. You'll have to live with it because you won't change it.
I perfectly know this, but let me tell you. I think of my stepfather, of the soldiers that murdered the children. I think of every fucking no good piece of shit nobleman sitting back, getting fat, while the rest of us are treated as nothing more than fucking toys. I will not stop until every greed-stricken, power-hungry bastard has an arrow in their eyes.
Well, dear, it seems we share a common interest, going on a killing spree on aristocracy. Why don't you join me, and we will hunt them down together?
Hunt them down? That's an idea. Let's make these fat asses run for their lives.
I bet some exercises will do them good, but anyway, let's go. Come on, Julia. Let's find some aristocracy. Oh, this'll be fun. You've got murder in your mind. And so, now that we can see that the fight is plainly going to play out in the favour of the aggressor, I think it's time to go and do some more thinking and fighting. Indeed, I think it's time to go and try to become a Bannerlord, as this opportunity has been stolen away. Let us leave this place. Well, lo and behold, in the distance, before Owen leaves, he notices something very, very, very interesting indeed. It wouldn't be that the fight in front of him, it would be that the fight in front of him is more complex than it would first seem. Let's look at our books. So, having a look at the diplomatic situation, it would appear that these Bordians are well at war with the Burgians, and the Burgians are about to lose their kingdom. These are the green fellows just here. Now, the Kidarians have betrayed the Eastbornians, and their castles and fiefs are mostly in that direction, and they are not here at the moment. And so, it would seem that in the very near future, that the Burgians are not going to be a thing. They are going to be gone, and subsumed by one of these other parties. Now, from that we can only guess that the Eastbornians are going to go to war with the Kidarians, as they have betrayed them. What does that mean will happen between the Eastbornians and the Kidarians? Because it does look off in the distance like there is a Kidarian betraying the Eastbornians. So, if everyone's still going to be fighting, it might be some room for me to make a move. Indeed, it might be time right now. Owayne has had a thought. He wants to go fight, so he's going to go fight, and wait and see what happens here. At the end of this little shindig happening down in the valley, someone is going to attack someone else, and there will be a winner. Now, that will give Owen a better informed position, because there are a lot of forces in this valley here. And if these forces are thinned, Owen might find himself in a position to recommence the campaign on Heidelburg, or attack somewhere else. Let's go find that fight. It's not much of a fight, but it's a fight. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, where are you? I want to play with my new toy. And you are my targets. Alright. Hello. Up the hill, horsey. Up you go. Oh, a bit of a jump. Oh, I can't see anyone. Hello? It's such a small group, I've lost them, it seems. Oh, hello, lads. Hello. Here you... Oops. I got a bit excited. I got a bit too excited. Alright, hello. Let's have a look. Oh, it's a little short. you go. Whee! In the face. Definitely not as easy to load. Hey! Oh, how did I miss? Yeah. Owayne is not incredibly sure about this newfangled device. Maybe the bow is better, I don't know. Anyway, dead either way is good, fellas. Thank you very much. Oh well, 200 loot, boys. Thank you very much. I'll take that. And drop it off. Let's go to the tavern. What we think some more. Well, it would look like there's a gentleman in a suit of armour in the corner. Hello, sir. Hello, hold on a minute. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, wow, you look very impressive. How do you do? Heidelburg is it? That's a fine name. It's a king's name indeed. What do you want to talk about? Excuse me, Cheval. Shh, he's gonna hear us. Who? Don't make a move. He's right here, looking at you. I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. My imaginary friend doesn't like you. Okie dokie, sir. Obviously, crazy as a Mad Hatter. Good day, sir. Okay. That guy's a weirdo. So in that meantime, it would appear that the Kidirians have allied with the Kivirians. And there was also a tournament over there. It might be worth heading to that. And so that says to Owayne one thing. It says to Owayne that the Eastbournians are about to lose out big time. They're about to lose a number of fleets. And that will be from Owayne and some others. Owayne just has to plan his attack, the timing of it. He has to wait until they are engaged and their forces are away. Then he can swoop in and possibly even take Newham. For now, Owayne would like to see what will happen with Heidelburg, so he heads along a familiar path. Blaustein, how are we, Blaustein? Does anyone want to join? 7 of you good fellows want to join, dude. Come on then, let's train you up. 83 recruits we have. Well, it might be worth getting some more archers. Okay, now we'll train up some footmen. All of them to footmen. Train. Thank you very much. Upgrade the archers to marksmen for 1950 gold. Okay. Upgrade the warriors to housecarls for 760 gold. Okay. And it would appear we've got some stats to spend. Horse riding, leadership. Is it max? Can't do any more on leadership. Charisma and a little bit of strength. Confirm. Theophil, you have a terrible, terrible boy name. You do indeed. Am I going to come to your aid here, or will I just attack you mercilessly? I think I'll leave you to the bandits, you swine. And we'll pop round and have a look at what's going on. Would you look at this? Looks like somebody's going home. And so, we dared to approach Heidelburg to come around and have a look at the fight and see what's going on. You know, we could attack one of these armies right here, right now. We could make them bleed. They wouldn't know what they would. Outnumbered, outmatched, it seems. The fight continues. Oh, and look at this. What's going on here? What is this? Is he going to attack him? He is. Oh, everything has changed. So, very, very interesting. Everyone departs. And the Kadirians arrive indeed. Wait, there's an attack about. And a war has begun. Now, very interesting indeed. Yes, they have indeed turned on them. So, the time comes to try to claim a village. Newham. A town it is. We change our target to a town. A fine town. Newham. Onwards it is. Come on, I'll get you out of here. And as chaos ensues across the land, Owayne makes his way, recruiting here and there, trying to keep some peace and slay some bandits, what he does. He must visit a lot of villages and recruit a lot of men to kill them all. To Lancaster. It's probably in Owayne's interest to assist these fine people, because they probably will be under his rulership one day. So, to battle against the Profnir, defend the place. Cheer like you did something. I say, Reverend, you cheer like you did something. Okay, very good. Leave this place and attack the bandits. Where is it? Loot boys. Okie dokie. Back to recruiting some men. It would appear I'm at my maximum amount of men. 280 it is. Okie dokie. Let us drop into Newham. And while we're at it, we'll drop a spy into Newham. Visit the Tavern. Hello. Oh god, it's this weirdo again. Hey sir, hey you. How are you, sir? You doing well today? I'll leave now. Huh? I don't know. Excuse me, Chevelle. What?
Hello, Mother. You're looking well.
Mother? I'm not your fucking mother. What kind of freak are you?
I'm just gonna stay silent here. He's mad at me because I forgot the cabbage in the chicken ass.
Whoa, 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 are you telling me you put a... You're a weird gentleman, sir. Goodbye. What a weird man. Okay, and with that, we'll send in a spy. It does appear my spy was discovered by the garrison, and his head has been put on a pike in the main palace. Send another spy. Oh, unfortunate. Okie dokie, here we go. Some information it cost only the lives of two fine gentlemen. It would appear we can take this town, and we could take it right now. Okay, that is the plan. And so here we are at the end of the video. It has been an interesting one. Our plans were thwarted. However, adaptability is the name of the game in warfare, and we have made a new plan based upon the evolving situation. Here we are at the gates of Newark, ready to launch a siege. Join us in episode 7, and we will be attacking this fine city and hopefully taking it under our control. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and I will catch you next time for more adventures of Owayne the Bruiser.